All right. Good morning to you. Once again, it's going to be Wednesday, and so we will be reading from this Scope magazine, April 2020, volume 68, issue number 7. And if you would please, let's go to the drama that is found on page 11. And I will be reading to you Far From Home on pages 11 through 16. Far from home, a homesick teen, a gravely injured sea turtle, and a summer that changed everything. While we're reading, let's look at how Elmar changes Marco's outlook on Marco's new home. Scene 1, a highway in the Florida Keys. On a hot July day, Marco and his mom, Teresa, are driving in a car packed with boxes and suitcases. Continue on US 1 South for 1 mile. Ugh, we've been driving for a week. It's been 2 days and we're almost there. Marco pulls his baseball cap low over his face. They drive onto a strip of land with blue-green water on each side. Isn't it breathtaking? I guess. In 0.3 miles, turn right onto Tropical Avenue. I am not going to miss Detroit winters. Marco's phone buzzes. He sighs heavily. What? The whole hockey team is going for pizza, except me. Because you're making me move 1,400 miles away. Turn right onto Tropical Avenue. I know it's not ideal to move when you're 13. Marco leans his head against the window. It's the worst possible time to be the new kid. Your abuela is getting older, and now that abuelo is gone, we need to be near. Don't Lita's neighbors check on her all the time? Yes, but we're her family. I know. Family is everything. In 200 feet, your destination is on your right. Lita's neighbor Freddie has a daughter about your age. They want to take you out on their boat tomorrow. Yay! I can't wait to sail in shark-infested waters. Teresa pulls up to a mint green house on stilts. She smiles brightly. Once you stop sulking, I think you'll realize what a special place this is. Scene 2 on the water the next day. Marco is on a boat with Freddie and his daughter Mel, who has a Polaroid camera around her neck. Marco sits in the back with his arms crossed. What grade are you going into? 8th. Me too. Mel points her camera at Marco and snaps a photo. He raises a hand to block his face. Why did you do that? I like to capture people when they don't expect it. Well, next time, ask first. Mel holds the photo, watching the image appear. I can't see your face. Can you take your hat off? As Marco lifts his hat, a gust of wind blows it away. My hat! We have to go back and get it. I got it on my hockey championship and... Dad, we need to turn around. Marco's hat blew into the water. Okie dokie. Freddie swings the boat around. Marco searches the water frantically, then points. Over there. Freddie steers the boat toward the object. That's not your hat. That's a turtle. It's just sort of floating there. Is it okay? I don't think so. Freddie makes a call and puts it on a speakerphone. Emergency stranding hotline. Hi, we're about 10 miles east of Sombrero Beach. We found a green sea turtle, and it's not moving. Is it coming up for air? No. Can you gently poke it and see if it reacts? Freddie takes a piece of tubing, leans over, and carefully pokes the turtle's flipper. Its head rose up a little. Good, it's still alive. I'm sending the Coast Guard. Hold on, little dude. Help is coming. Scene 3, the same spot 30 minutes later. The Coast Guard boat arrives. Over here! The rescuers maneuver their boat closer. One rescuer gently lifts the turtle out of the water. Its leg and neck are shriveled, its eyes sunken. Poor guy looks close to starving. Mel snaps a picture. Marco glares at her. What? I'm documenting all this. You want me to ask the turtle's permission too? The rescuers scoop seawater into a shallow tub lined with towels, then gently place the turtle in the tub. Where are you taking him? To the Turtle Hospital in Marathon. If anyone can save his life, they can. Scene 4, the Turtle Hospital the next day. Marco and Mel stand with Dr. Hayes, a veterinarian, in a bright hallway outside an exam room. Through a window, they see the rescued turtle hooked up to beeping machines. He wouldn't eat, so we put in a feeding tube. We weren't sure he'd last the night. Is he going to die? I'm afraid it's too soon to tell. What's wrong with him? The x-ray shows something blocking his intestines. We don't know what it is until it comes out. How do you get it out? We give him vegetable oil and fiber to help it come out naturally. If it doesn't, we'll do surgery. Mel raises her Polaroid and snaps a photo of the turtle through the glass. Does this happen a lot? Unfortunately, yes. Turtles ingesting trash is a real problem. The trash causes their intestines to fill with gas, and then they can't dive down to feed. Two workers pass by wheeling a cart carrying a giant turtle. The turtle's shell has a large crack. Excuse me, kids, I've got another patient. What happened to that one? That's Mojo. She was hit by a boat. Dr. Hayes leaves. A smiling woman walks up. You must be Marco and Mel. I'm Megan. Would you like to name him? Since you found him, you get to choose his name. We should name him Marco. You saw him first. What if we combine our names? Mel Marco? Or the end of your name and the start of mine, Elmar. Elmar means the sea in Spanish. Mel raises her hand for a high five. Marco smiles and gives her hand a slap. Scene 5, the Turtle Hospital 2 weeks later. Marco sits next to Elmer's tub, lightly running his fingers over the turtle's green and black shell. The turtle is still emaciated but swimming slowly. Megan comes in. Elmar doesn't seem much better. Well, he's eating on his own. Turns out he loves cucumbers. But the impaction hasn't moved. Marco bites his lip. Come on, follow me. Megan leads Marco outside where a dozen large round tanks are placed in neat rows. Go on, look inside. Megan leads Marco outside. Oops, excuse me. Marco looks into one tank and sees turtles the size of baseballs swimming around. Those are Kemp's Ridleys, the most endangered species of sea turtle in the world. In another tank, Marco sees a large turtle with a missing flipper. That's Hazel. She's a 200-pound loggerhead. She got caught in a fishing line that cut off the circulation in her slipper. We had to amputate it. Will she be okay? More than okay. We're releasing her into the wild this weekend. How will she survive with a missing flipper? She's learned to adapt. Turtles are resilient creatures. Suddenly, Marco's eyes well up. Not every turtle makes it, but we try to focus on the ones that do. Scene 6, the beach that evening. Marco sits on a blanket picking at loose threads. His grandmother, Lita, sits in a chair beside him. Why so sad? I was thinking about Elmar. He wasn't doing anything wrong, just swimming around being a turtle. Now he's away from home, living in this weird place, and he might die. I know. Death is a part of life. Lita rests her palm on his back. Mel dropped this off for you. Lita hands him a bright green flyer. Sombrero Beach Cleanup, this Saturday, 9 till noon. Bring a bucket and gloves, and let's make the world a better place. Yeah, like picking up a few plastic bags will do anything. It could save another tortuga. What about the tons of trash on beaches all over the world? What about the millions of sea animals dying off? I've been reading, and it's not just turtles, sharks, whales, dolphins. Marco, we do what we can. They look out at the brilliant sky and the setting sun. If everyone does one small thing, all those small things add up. It makes a difference. I'm not sure that's true. What do you see in front of you? The sea. What is it made of? Water. See, hijo, each of us is only a drop of water, but put them all together and you get a mighty sea. Scene 7, Sombrero Beach, that Saturday. Mel and a group of volunteers are picking up trash. Marco walks up. You made it! Hey, everyone, this is Marco. He just moved here. Hi, everyone. How's Elmar? He's having surgery on Monday. Mel nods solemnly. As they walk along the beach picking up trash, Marco notices a track from the sand into the water. Looks like someone rode a one-wheel truck right into the ocean. Oh, that's a turtle track. Female turtles come out of the water at night and dig nests on the beach. They lay about 100 eggs, cover them with sand, and go back to the water. It's pretty mesmerizing. You've seen it? Only from a distance. You have to stay back so you don't disturb them. Hey, you should come the next time. Okay, that sounds cool. What's even better is when the eggs hatch. These teeny turtles pop up out of the sand and crawl down to the water. Bet you can't see that back in Detroit. No. Scene 8. The Turtle Hospital, Monday morning. Marco is pacing. Mel sits chewing her nails. Thanks for being here. Of course. Dr. Hayes comes out. The kids look up eagerly. Good news! We were able to remove the impaction. It was a party balloon. Why would a turtle eat a balloon? To him, it probably looked like a jellyfish. Is he going to be okay? We're going to have to wait and see. Scene 9, the Turtle Hospital, 2 months later. Marco and Mel toss pieces of cucumber into Elmar's tank. He swims over and gobbles them up. It's weird. What is? Well, if I hadn't moved here, then we wouldn't have been out on the boat. You wouldn't have taken my picture. I wouldn't have lost my hat. We wouldn't have turned back to look for it, and we wouldn't have saved Elmar. It's like it was supposed to happen or something. Elmer comes up for a breath of air. Mel smiles. It's like you were meant to be here, Marco. Scene 10. The beach, 2 days later. Marco, Mel, Lita, Freddie, and Teresa gather by the water with a small, cheerful crowd. The Turtle Hospital van drives up. Everyone, they're here! They're here! Megan climbs out. Elmar is fully healed and ready for release. Yay! Woo-woo! Members of the release team open the van and bring Elmar out. He is wriggling around. Look how feisty he is. They carry the turtle to the water's edge. Elmar! 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 They set him down, and he immediately glides into the water. Goodbye, Elmar. Mel snaps a picture. They watch the turtle swim farther and farther out to sea until at last he dives under the waves and disappears. Mel hands Marco the photograph. As Marco smiles at the photo, Lita leans over. Look at all of us, Marco. Drops of water that together make a mighty sea. Sorry, I did not probably pronounce the Spanish words correctly. Let's go to the top of 18 and how to help sea turtles. Small steps can make a big difference. Give up single-use plastic. An enormous amount of plastic trash, such as bags, straws, and food containers, ends up in our oceans. Sea turtles can get tangled in trash or eat plastic, which is toxic to them. Organize a beach cleanup. If you live near the coast, head to your local beach with some volunteers to pick up trash and keep it out of the ocean. Pick up trash. Litter that is hundreds of miles from a beach can still end up in the ocean eventually. Making sure trash is properly disposed of will help keep sea turtles and all marine life safe. Volunteer. If you live in an area where sea turtles live, contact local conservation groups to see what you can do to help. And lastly, have a conversation. Share what you've learned about the sea turtles and the struggles they face. Talking about how our choices affect these creatures is one of the best things we can do. If you would like, you can go back through and read what to know on the bottom of 15. Read all the captions with the pictures. You see the volunteers and the veterinarian helping the sea turtles. And the top of 14, at the bottom of 14, you see the eggs. And then the baby recently hatched turtle. 13, you look at the amazing creatures. You can read the caption there. And that concludes our reading of Far From Home today. Once again, I hope you are all well. Hope you are doing fine and doing whatever you do. I have been staying busy, and I am trying to walk a mile or two a day, maybe 3, but staying healthy. And once again, I want to let you know I think of you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.